I'm out here today with Rocklyn, Blackfire, and Payton. We're at Turpentine Wildlife Refuge, just south of Eureka Springs, Arkansas. I'm Scott Smith, and I just want to talk to you a little bit about one of our rescues, these guys here, and some of the problems involving the cub petting industry here in the United States. We went out to Colorado back in 2016 to just look at what was going on at a facility out there. We had been asked to go out and kind of assess the place and see how the animals were doing and how their health were doing. We got there, and these guys here that are nice and big and strong today, you know, they were little cubs about 3 months old, 3 to 4 months old, about 30 pounds. And, you know, they were limping and could barely walk. And we asked the people why, and they told us that they just weren't doing very well. And they knew they had some problems with calcium, so they were giving them Rolaids. This guy and his two sisters, they couldn't even walk at all, and they were laying and dragging themselves around by their front arms, just screaming with pain every time they tried to move. So they were mostly just laying down on hard concrete. They did have a little bit of bedding, but not much, and they were getting the wrong nutrition. So Rocklyn, Blackfire, and Payton were immediately brought back to the refuge to get them to our vet and to get to work on them right away. We knew that they're as young as they were, that if everything happened right for us, they would grow up and be good adults. So we went to work. Our vet, Dr. Kellen, of course, right away got x-rays and everything that we could do to look at their bones. And what we found was just astonishing. It's just, you know, you see the x-ray and it just shows the bones just broken, and it shows other bones calcified where they had broken, healed. And these were just little babies. They were at a position where they couldn't walk. We got them on the proper diet right away and just started doing everything we could for them through nutrition to try to reverse the effects that had happened to them. You know, that all of this happens in the name of, you know, exploiting the young cats, breeding them so that we could sit here and take a picture with a tourist or a guest that doesn't even know what's going on in the background. These guys were speed breeding white tigers as fast as they can and throwing them in the arms of people all day, every day, which often went on into the evening and dark. And, you know, they weren't given the proper nutrition, and, you know, because of regulations by the USDA, once they reach a certain weight, they can no longer be used as an asset to make money for these breeders. So they keep them underweight, underfeed them, and don't have the knowledge to get them the right nutrition. And those two combined things often lead to degenerative bone disease. And that's what these three ended up with, like I said, to the point they couldn't even walk. So getting them back here, young enough, getting them on their diets to make that turnaround was imperative that it happened now, and it happened quickly. So of course, they were the first ones that left Colorado for Arkansas. They were getting immediate treatment right away. Of course, there were other animals that were on that first load, and those animals that left, they were all headed to Arkansas because they were in the most need of needing veterinarian care right away. They had been denied that care for quite some time, and we just wanted to get them home and get them fixed. But as you can see, these guys today, being a hands-off facility, I'm not going to go pet them, but you can see today it's good and healthy. They do have some problems from the degenerative bone disease, but they live out in the grassy area with a pool, and they're always on soft substrate, so they have the option to really take it easy on their bones and to make it better. So these guys today, to see them out here swimming in their pool and climbing on their benches and running around the habitat acting like normal tigers, it's just a blessing to see that turn around from the way they were in 2016 till today. They're just doing really great. Turpentine Creek plays a big role in helping these big cats nationwide. Being here for them and being part of the Big Cat Sanctuary Alliance, we can take calls from anywhere in the country and either bring those animals back here for a lifetime of good care and good vet care and good health. So that's a huge role that Turpentine Creek's been able to play nationwide. Also, we want to make sure this stops happening in the future. One way we can make that stop happening is by advocating for the Big Cat and Public Safety Act. It's really important that this act gets passed. It's in Congress, it's in the Senate right now. We got to the end of the year to get this bill passed. And through that advocacy, we can make sure that cats like these guys, they're never in that predicament to begin with. And that would be the ultimate goal. And you know, NWA Gives is coming up on April 7th from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And it doesn't matter if you're in Northwest Arkansas or anywhere in the country, it's a day of giving for the refuge. And we make these stories happen and we make these lives change because of your donations. We'd really appreciate it if you give during NWA Gives this year. Turpentine Creek is right here in Northwest Arkansas. We're celebrating 30 years. So give for NWA Gives on April 7th between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. And also come on out this spring. The animals are out and doing really good. Hey guy. Hey guy.